Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight the opener of a 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. Both Sox try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
With Merrifield next to hit. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Athletics, the second baseman, with Merrifield.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's taken for strike one.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I know they'd love to get more production out of Delano DeShields these days.
Well, he's really struggled in this recent stretch. You look at it, he has only 1 RBI in the last 10 games, and he's hitting in the middle of the order. They're expecting a lot more production from him, and I'm sure he's expecting a lot more from himself.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Bryant stands at an impressive 6'5", swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Matt Adams, runner in scoring position with Cigar. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. A pause and the 0-2. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 1-2. Splitter, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Merrifield stands at second with 2 gone. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Strand 1, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Striding in, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Red Sox, the left fielder, David Peralta.
First delivery to him on the way. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Again, he sends it out of play. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The center fielder.
In the box now, Aaron Hicks, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch on its way. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. First pitch on its way. Hit hard. But this will be a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's C.J. Cron now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's gone 3 for 11.
C.J. Cron.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Perez has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Batting seven.
Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here's Brian Dozier now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. So far this year against Southpaws, Dozier is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Line towards center field. To Shields. Has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Merrifield picks it up, and quickly there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. First offering on its way. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Ferreira finds it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Coming to the plate now, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Semien, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a snap move over to first and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back safely. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Now to the plate, Joaquin Ferreira. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. Swung on and missed. One ball and two strikes to the A's catcher.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand. Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in now, Whit Merrifield, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. In his career, Merrifield has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. 1-1 the count now. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation, and he doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss. And another punch out here. 6 already. And that's out number 2. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year. And that ain't bad. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and low here. Ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Iglesias on second. Ferreira at first. 2 out in the inning. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-1. Here it is. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now is Pedro Alvarez. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
The first baseman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
The left fielder,
stepping up now, David Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May Fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start. but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him. Hey, here's where he steps out a second, collects his thoughts, and tries to get a pitch over the heart of the plate that he knows he can get down.
Behind 0-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. All straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
2-2.
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another chance? Shohei Ohtani. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch of the at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here. The 2-0 finds the zone, strike one. Now the 2-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Brian.
Into the box now. Brian Dozier hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
He's set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And 2, here it is, and he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Red Sox leave them loaded. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Matt Adams now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Slow roller down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 32.
Tanaka into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And it's fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch on its way.
Kyle.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, to Berkeley area native Marcus Semien. Hit to third. Well, he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Runner at first following the error. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Zunino. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Semien stands at first with 1 out. The 1-2 is at the knees and called, strike 3.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Ready now, Pedro Alvarez. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
O'Neill.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So striding forward now, Jose Iglesias. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, Joaquin Ferreira, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. From the stretch. In there, 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
David Peralta is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now batter.
Settling in now, Hernan Perez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. One ball, one strike to count.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
The 2-1. That's it to short. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 0-1 the count. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Therefore it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Ready once again, Matt Adams. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And it's 1-1.
We're playing 11. 1-1.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. No hits to this point. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throwing to second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Pitching for the A's.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's up and in for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Popped up. And no one will track it down. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Franmil Reyes is the second out in the 7th inning. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Popped him up. Seager has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Striding in for Boston, Marcus Semien. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Chasing after it is DeShields. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Reyes is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Pedro Alvarez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in to try it again. Hernan Perez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes giving chase. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go. George Springer will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 5, George.
Next up for the A's, Jose Iglesias. He'll start us off in the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
The shortstop, Jose.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now that's popped up. Alvarez in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. At the plate, Joaquin Ferreira. Here's the first pitch to him. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. In time to first, and there are two away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go with Merrifield. Two away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. And Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Shoots this one over to first. Gloved by Adams, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next will be the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Dozier has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Two out, nobody on. Up and in, and this one sends him to the ground. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-1. 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-1. Here it is. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes to Shields, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
The third baseman, Kyle.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined hard to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Striding in once again, Delino DeShields. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, but they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Outfield in the no-doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And this will find the wall down there near Pesky's pole. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, and he'll make it to third safely. So your tying run is 90 feet away with only one gone. Stepping in, Matt Adams. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Bryant takes his lead at third with one away. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Pickoff throw to third. Runners back. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a group in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Red Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Masahiro Tanaka earns win number 7 on the season and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Victorious Boston Red Sox, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.